should be killed. And that image is the abomination of desolation that is going to be set or stood up in the holy place, in the Holy of Holies, when the Antichrist breaks the covenant with Israel and causes the sacrifices to cease. That temple has not yet been rebuilt. The original temple that Christ said in Matthew 24 would be thrown down is still thrown down. And Larry, like a few comments that are good there. Larry wrote, Hitler lived in the eagle's nest. Right. Mike posted Luke 17:37. Where the body is, thither will the eagles be gathered together. You mean we aren't a Christian nation? That's right. Eagles. Scott Michelle asks, you see any linkage between Islam and this beast? No, I don't. No, I don't. Not specifically. In other words, I don't believe Islam is the big issue here. It is all religion. And because I'm about out of time here, we're not going to get to conclude tonight, so we're going to have to go back to next week for the conclusion. But we have to get to the point where we understand it is Babylon, the mother of harlots, that is the mystery of iniquity. But before we get there, let's finish reading. In verse 6, and he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, the mark of the beast, that no man might buy or sell save he that had the mark. Then he controls commerce, doesn't he? It's religion, government, and commerce, folks. He's got control of it. That's what he will eventually do. So what is the mystery of iniquity? It's bringing about those three areas under the control of a single person called the man of perdition, the son of perdition, the man of sin. And in verse 18 it says, here is wisdom. Let him that hath understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 666. So the Antichrist is the son of perdition. He's going to come and he's going to have control of governments because he's got the ability to make war, of religion because he causes all to take his mark to worship him, and to buy and sell. He will have control over the money supply. Do you see that? The God of this world blinds the minds of them through using those three means. What three things do people look to for deliverance from their problems? They look for government, they look for the church, religion, and they look to money. If you control those three things, you control the world. It's not limited to Islamic activity. They are one of the many harlots that are the daughters of the great whore of Babylon, which we're going to see, Lord willing, next week. And that's why Larry posted Revelation 17 there. Mystery Babylon the Great, the mother of harlots and abominations of the earth. People want to say, oh, it's the Catholic Church, or it's the Pope, or it's Rome, or it's this, or it's that. No, it's Babylon. And when we see that it reigns over all the kingdoms of the earth, the closest city that I know of that comes to that is probably Washington, D.C., if you're going to try to point fingers. But more likely, it's a spiritual name for Jerusalem when the Antichrist is in control. Nevertheless, it's Babylon the Great, the mother of harlots, and it ties all the way back to Genesis chapter 11 and the building of the Tower of Babel unto the gods of the heavens. And there was a unified government, language, system of trade, and religion when they built that tower. And bless God, they've been trying to get back to that ever since then. It's the mystery of iniquity that has been at work since then. And Lord willing, we'll look at that next week, and we'll do part 2 of this and find out that all those three things work together. And it's what men look for deliverance and for salvation, but they will not turn to the Lord Jesus Christ because the God of this world has blinded their minds. Should he tarry? That's right, Deborah. Lord willing, if the Lord doesn't catch us up out of this world and take us out of the way, next Sunday we will plan on continuing our study on the mystery of iniquity. Okay? So I thank you all for being here this evening. I hope it's a blessing to you. I hope that you will search the things out, and hope to see you next week. So have a great week, and thank you, Tom and Linda, for letting me know about my website. I'll correct that as soon as I can. See you, Brad. We'll see you next week. You guys take care.